Our current reality has become more volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous than ever before in human history. In this context, idea generation, applied creativity, and facilitative leadership are widely considered to be some of the most essential skills needed, not only to survive, but to thrive, as individuals, organizations, and societies. Well, if idea generation, creativity, and facilitative leadership are in such high demand, we, as pioneering scholars in the field, had to ask ourselves, are those skills really trainable? Some say they are not. So we set out to test what was true. Does training in a science-based creative process dramatically improve small group leadership, group problem solving, and quality of creative solutions to real-world challenges like figuring out how to get more cars off the roads by getting more people to take public transportation? With these questions in mind, we did what we know best. We designed an empirical research study and embarked on a quest to prove or disprove whether our department's academic curriculum added value to real-world problem solving beyond the accumulated life experience of lay people. Our first hypothesis focused on the extent to which the adoption of the most basic creative process structure, the separation of idea generation from idea evaluation, improved or not problem-solving effectiveness for groups without any prior creativity training. These results clearly showed groups that followed a deliberate creative process outperformed those that did not, in both idea production and quality. But that was not enough. We wanted to understand how different degrees of training contributed to improved levels of idea production, quality, and efficiency. Here, the results were startling. The impact that training had on the idea generation outcomes was dramatic. Even some training, like an introductory course in creative problem solving, proved highly impactful on idea production and quality. Finally, we went further and hoped to settle once and for all a debate that has been going on since the 60s. Is there a difference in idea production, quality, and efficiency for groups that receive no idea generation instructions, brainstorming with criticism instructions, and classic brainstorming instructions as originally conceived by one of our founding parents, Alex Osborne? Well, the results for this final experiment actually showed no significant difference related to idea production or creativeness of solutions across the three different conditions. We were stunned. How could it be that the brainstorming groups did not show significantly better results than the other groups? This made us worry, and as a result, we asked ourselves some tough questions. Were some of the pundits right? Is it true that the brainstorming tool had little to no value for idea generation in small groups? Then we suddenly realized the participants in this last experiment had all been trained in deliberate creativity. In fact, most of them were either our students or graduates of our programs. As a result of further analysis and significant time spent interviewing the research participants, we understood that the creativity training had been so internalized by our students that they were impervious to our experimental manipulation. Those who participated in the groups that were given no instructions on how to generate ideas, as well as those groups that received the written instructions to simultaneously criticize while brainstorming, literally did not recognize that they were given those instructions. Instead, their training overrode what was written, and they quite naturally had their creativity training kick in. They did what they were trained to do, to diverge, think laterally, use their imagination, make associations, and of course, separate idea generation from idea evaluation. In other words, they naturally followed the process originally outlined by Osborne in the 50s. At this point, it became clear to us. brainstorming worked when done correctly. But most importantly, training is crucial. While tools are valuable, training is imperative. Creativity tools without training is kind of like handing woodworking tools to someone who's never been taught to be a carpenter. Given the overwhelming complexity of our present world, there's never, ever been a better time, a more important time, to master the craft of applied creativity. And there's no better place to sharpen your creativity and change leadership skills than right here at Buffalo State. Start your creative journey today by paying us a visit at creativity.buffalostate.edu. Let's meet in class.